Crash and burn!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Crash and Burn Podcast. Today, we're going to be doing another weekend review, talking about Raw, AEW, NXT, and previous SmackDown, talk about wrestling news. Today, of course, we're joined by Josh.
What's up, everybody? It's the Assassin, Josh Stenger here, back with another episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Let's get this underway. We have a totally awesome lineup here of guests and members. So let's get this started, shall we?
And,
it's great to be back.
We are joined by Kyle, who's always in attendance.
Boy. Hey guys, it's the Grim Reaper Kyle here. Welcome back to another episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. As always, I look forward to this every week. And to quote Bruce the gay guy from Family Guy, "Hey everybody, today's the big day for the Crash and Burn Podcast."
And we have Vince McMahon
Yeah!
here.
All right, ring the bell. Let's get this started.
And we have Vince McMahon here, too.
Yeah! I got some bird nose to talk about today.
And Wyatt's here. Where is he?
Stand back, citizens! The Hurricane has made his arrival to the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast.
Really? You're wearing Macho Man Randy Savage sunglasses, you dickhead.
Guess what? The Hurricane. You want a wrestler to get interviewed, but not a superhero? What's up with that? Uh-oh, citizens, I gotta get myself a mission. But make sure to subscribe to all them people right now, because the Hurricane will make his return to the podcast anytime sooner. So, make sure to sit through and enjoy the
Okay,
podcast.
what am I witnessing?
Okay, were you the Hurricane or Macho Man? Because you were wearing Macho Man glasses.
The Hurricane's
Okay,
not sorry.
And
Yeah,
then,
but if you were the Hurricane, were those Macho Man glasses really necessary?
and joining us here today, we have two
Bullshit,
special
Hurricane
guests.
couldn't find his mask.
First off, AJ's here.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Last Warrior, AJ Spiker in the house, or you just call me AJ.
Well, we all know his nickname's AJ Styles.
No.
Even though people call you that all the time. They're like, hey, it's
Of
AJ
course.
Styles.
Last but not least, William's here. What's up, man?
What's up,
How you
guys?
doing?
Special guest.
Doing good. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm ready to get this thing started.
Don't be
Awesome.
nervous.
Guys
It'll be
have
all
you
right.
on.
Hey, it's fine. We all have good laughs, good times on here.
Always, man. Always.
Yes. Anyways,
All
guys, let's get to the
Also,
weekend
William,
review.
so to William, just to make something situated here, AJ and William, I know it's your first appearance here, but make sure to get your approval from your parents if you're going to tune in for this podcast, because you never know what type of shit comes out of my mouth.
Exactly.
Hey, I'm
Why-
I am
16,
very
I'm not
aware,
fucking
Wyatt.
okay.
I am very aware.
Yeah, he was a maniac last week.
Yes.
Well, I'm even more
Yes.
of a maniac this week.
Yeah, it's just therefore your discretion is advised.
I think we
Yeah.
can name Wyatt the clown of this podcast. Who agrees here?
I agree with your description.
I want a 24/7 title. Who's going to come get it from me?
Wyatt's the clown. Okay, time for the weekend review.
Yes, sir.
Let's start with
Yeah.
Raw.
Let's
Like,
start
I'll
with
start.
Raw.
We'll go around and share our thoughts on it.
Yeah.
So first up, we began Raw with a U.S. title match, Apollo versus MVP for the U.S. title. That match was pretty okay to start off the show, and the winner was Apollo. I mean, he's the real U.S. champion. MVP's a fake U.S. champion.
But we'll see in
Josh.
the rematch.
All right. So I kind of like this a little bit. They had Apollo had the old U.S. title and the new one with the new look and everything like that. I kind of like that little touch behind it. But Apollo Crews, I mean, it took him that long to get to where he is right now. I mean, I'm really happy
4
that he's
years to be exact.
Yeah, and I'm really happy now that he's the champion at this time. And I feel like he's a great talent. He deserves a lot better potential, and I could see him being the U.S. champion for a long time. But I hope Apollo Crews doesn't go back to the catering department after he loses the title to somebody.
Cheers!
Titus is missing.
But anyways, I'm glad Apollo is back. I hope he's doing well. We all know he had COVID, and
Hey, Josh, if you mention that the video is going to get taken down, I would say the beer virus.
The beer virus.
the beer virus, Corona beer. Get it? But all right, that's my thoughts. So, Kyle, what are your thoughts?
I thought the match was like okay. All I'm gonna say is take the freaking title off of Apollo. I mean, I love Apollo, but he bores me as U.S. champion. So hopefully they take the title off of him in their rematch at SummerSlam coming up soon.
Yeah, all he does is smile.
Yeah.
Even though he's getting his ass kicked of like a jobber, he's like, hey. He's so smiling.
I mean, he never stops smiling.
Wyatt, go for it.
My thoughts on it. I mean, Apollo deserves the U.S. title. Like, the man never complains. He never the man. I've never seen Apollo with a serious, angry look at myself. But I think it's maybe Apollo versus MVP is boring the hell out of me. It's kind of losing my brain cells. But maybe you could give Shelton Benjamin a final mid-card run, because Shelton Benjamin was a great rising star in the Ruthless Aggression era. Or you could give it to
Damn right, good childhood memories there.
Yes.
What do you see? The Bobby of personality. You could put the title on the almighty Bobby Lashley.
Okay, Leo Rush.
Okay, Leo Rush.
Okay, Leo Rush.
William, go for it, man.
I think I've been somebody that I obviously haven't been on this, but I've been wanting Apollo to get more time on TV since 2016. But I think putting him with MVP at this stage, no one really cares to see MVP in a ring, and I think they just need to move on and have him in a manager role and let somebody like Lashley do more of this stuff. And now that they're putting up a rematch at SummerSlam, it looks like. I mean, it's not going to get anybody's interest. What they should have had happen is Lashley challenge Apollo, and MVP be like, I want Lashley to do it for me. But I do like the finish, and I like the new title design. I will say that.
All right.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That was actually a good opinion, William. But I'm going to tell you one thing. I know it won't be discussed on the podcast, but it looks like Ali is a jobber. Because you know what? He wrestled on main event Monday night. He lost to Riddick fucking Moss.
Am I the only one that doesn't even know who Riddick Moss is?
Okay. Styles,
AJ.
go for it.
All right. So I think Apollo is doing a great job as U.S. champion, but I'm not really familiar with this character of Apollo. He needs to stop smiling and show some attitude, man. He needs to have some attitude and just stop smiling and be a good. But he's a good talent and all. But he just really bores me when he just smiles in the ring and all that stuff.
You got a new theme.
Agreed.
And I hope Apollo retains at SummerSlam against MVP and have a new challenger possibly.
The way I'm gonna like Apollo a lot more is if they maybe can give him a manager. I said this on the last episode, but I think Christian would be the great manager for Apollo because Christian reappears every now and then. Have Christian have a role and manage for Apollo. He would be a great manager for Apollo since Christian was a great talent at the time.
Well, I hate to break it up, Wyatt. I don't think Christian is gonna be a good manager because I feel like Christian and Apollo doesn't go with each other.
I mean, it'd be something different.
I know, but I just don't feel like Christian is really right to Apollo. I just rather have him by himself than Vince putting a big bunch.
But AJ, I think if you're bored by Apollo, what do you think about Humberto? That man hasn't even cut one promo.
He hasn't won a championship.
I don't know why
he hasn't won a championship yet. He needs to win a championship. But his character is boring to me, in my opinion.
No one knows who he is. He just showed up on our TV one week and he just started becoming a regular on TV. No one knew who he was.
Yeah,
because he's a jobber.
Yeah, he shows up. He just shows up out of nowhere looking like a fucking knockoff Power Ranger.
There you go.
Yes, that's what I talked about.
If you guys don't know where that joke we get it from, if you guys know when Humberto's career comes out on the end, he wears cape and or whatever you want to call it, Dragon Shield knockoff shit, and he looks like a freaking Power Ranger. I'm like, this is not Nickelodeon. This is not the Power Rangers. This is WWE.
Exactly.
Yeah, it looks like a mixture of the White Ranger and the Green Ranger's shoulder pad from Mighty Morphin from the 90s.
Yeah. If you guys look it up on YouTube,
And plus,
there's a
even
lot of-
his outfit is white and green, so it's like a mixture of those two.
maybe he was a Power Rangers fan. Who knows?
What happened
Maybe.
next Monday Night Raw?
Alrighty, so shall we go to the next match?
Next.
Sure.
Next match. Alrighty, guys. Next match on the show was Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan versus the Iconics.
Yes.
So
Okay.
There
never
we
say
go.
it like that again.
Okay. Let's start with the guests. AJ.
I'm not a fan of the Riot Squad. I'd rather have them as singles competitors, but I like them as a team. No offense to them, but in my opinion, they should have been single stars by now. And win a major championship. But I don't think they're ready for. But they should have been winning a number one contenders match by now, but rather teaming up. But I feel like Riot Squad should have been. They should have re-released Sarah Logan at least. Like they should have put all three of them back together and then and just go after the women's tag team championships. But
Oh yeah.
now,
Exactly.
but now, Ruby and Liv are all alone, and I don't understand. But yeah, I'd rather have some single stars.
AJ.
But I also think I feel like the match was okay, but it was boring at first. But that was a great
Mhm.
reunion. I hope it's a one-time deal. You know that.
AJ, I just hate to say this. Sarah Logan is already released, so how are they gonna have?
Yeah, I know, but I wish WWE never released her because she could have been a women's champion by now.
But it's too late
For
now.
sure.
She's already, hold on. You know, she's already having a baby coming on the way, as Vince would say. You know,
I
about the birth of the
understand.
beast. Don't forget to use your protection.
Right my mind now.
Alrighty.
You remember that segment Vince did that?
Yeah. Okay. William.
All right,
Congratulations.
I think right before the match, the way they set it up was with the KO show, right?
Yeah, that was way before that. That was way before that.
I think
We're just going over the matches, I think.
definitely the way they reunited with Ruby Riott, like you could damn near see her crying. So I think she did a really good job with that promo. But going into the match, I feel like they brought in like Bianca Belair as part of this Ruby Riott thing, and now it's like Liv Morgan. So I think they need to stop like flip flopping and just decide on one person and move forward with that. But
Yeah.
as
Agreed.
far as Ruby Riott and Liv
I
Morgan,
agree.
they've been underutilized. So I'm hoping to see them get utilized more. Maybe they win the women's tag team championships. But then again, with the women's tag team championships, I don't really know where they go after that because it's been Sasha, Bayley, the Iconics, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross. We're not going to break up, and now it's Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan. They really don't have anybody else.
Yeah.
So you're very
Same,
you're kinda
man,
telling us, William. So WWE can't do anything, and look at Bruce Pritchard. He's like, he's tired and stressed out. Freaking quit, buddy. Give it to Vince. You could have Vince Russo come back, and he would bring up a rating hell of a pie in the sky. Like
But I don't.
No, not like WCW stuff.
But Bruce Pritchard is a yes man, so once the ratings keep going down, Vince is going to have nobody to blame but himself.
Bruce Pritchard's tired and stressed, so
Yeah.
I might as well quit. But I don't think Bruce Pritchard's doing the best job. You shoved the bark and bark connection down our throats. But whoever's next to talk, we'll talk about this later.
Okay. Kyle.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
Yeah, like,
That's all you
I
gotta
was just
say,
gonna say
man.
that too.
Yeah, this match was my piss break, so I took a piss during half of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
so I went back to that classic thing. Oh, women's match gotta pee. Women's match gotta pee.
Oh yeah, that was a reference from Grimm's Toy Show, by the way.
Yeah, it was, I just took a
Reference.
piss, but like I said, I didn't give a shit about the match really, even though I'm
Yeah.
fans of all four girls.
I'll
Yeah.
go next.
Yeah, me too.
But I had
I'll
no
go
reason
next.
to care,
Yeah.
so who gives a shit?
This match was my Minecraft break, so I had to open up Minecraft on my PC and just play.
That's like all you
Come
fucking
on,
do is play
man.
Minecraft when you're awake.
Yep. You're damn right, Kyle.
All right.
Yeah,
Josh.
Minecraft is sleep because you sleep half the damn day.
Mhm.
All right.
Want me to go?
Josh.
All right. So I actually, it was alright. This match was, it was kind of like a break in between for me. I really didn't care for it. I was basically on my phone during that match.
Or
Fortnite.
you should just play Fortnite.
Yeah. No, I wasn't playing Fortnite. I was basically on my phone. But overall, I love the Iconics. I love Liv Morgan. I love Ruby Riott. I love all four girls. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the thing that they're bringing back the Riot Squad, but I prefer what AJ said. Prefer them as single stars. Build them up as single stars. See what they can do. If you're not gonna do that, make them a tag team. You should have done the opposite. So
Yeah.
I like to see. Liv had a singles push before they did this whole tag team stuff with Ruby again, and I want to see her as a single star and win the women's champion because people are like, oh, Liv needs a women's championship reign. She needs to be in the title picture. I mean, yeah, everybody deserves it, but also build them up as single stars first. Then, if you don't feel it, then do a tag team. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, but if you put it together as a tag team, what direction do you go? Because there's one of each. Ruby Riot's a heel, and Liv Morgan's supposed to be a face. So which direction do you go? Do you make them both face or both heel?
Looks like
Yeah.
they're
Both
both face right
faces, please.
Yeah.
I mean,
now. The only thing I'm scared of
Yeah.
is if they do push them both as singles women, then who knows? Vince might think it's a good idea to have Liv run with that lesbian angle, and I don't think anybody wants to.
Which I thought
Oh, that was a disaster.
that was weird. I was like,
That was
Yeah.
weird as shit. That was,
It was weird, yeah.
terrible.
And then they're wondering why
Mhm.
ratings are going down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For real,
exactly.
man.
Exactly.
Plus, even the writers are frustrated with that, which I'll talk about that later in the wrestling news segment.
Okay. Wyatt.
During Liv Morgan's matches, I have to hold my piss during her matches because I want to see her go in the ring and go,
Yeah, that's sexy when she does that.
yeah.
Yeah.
I always like this. That's always the reason why I come and watch Monday Night Raw. But I know. Hopefully, I don't get any grief from that. But I know Ruby Riott is a very underrated competitor. She ain't the best wrestler, but she's a great performer, and her green's freaking perfect. But these two as a tag team, you can't do anything now, WWE. You barely have any talent. But I thought maybe the apology worked, but you've seen Ruby Riott in the title picture before. You had her job in Ronda Rousey.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, I remember that so much. That was terrible.
Yeah.
But, we'll see how this goes, but good thing you can't have a Riot Squad reunion, but I think Liv Morgan deserves better on her own because the new character and stuff, and people are really excited more about her. Same with Ruby Riott, and no, the Bark and Bark connection should not be pushed to the moon. Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan should be pushed to the moon because they are incredible talent, incredible performers. They're down shoved in nobody's throats. But the Iconics, they're not the best wrestlers, but they are really, really, really having good mic work, even though it's just a random. I can't continue from what I said. I'm sorry for the boxes, but just a random tag team match. But nothing else to say. Closing doors.
Yeah.
All right. Next match on the show, ladies and gentlemen, is a 24/7 title match.
Oh, who
Shelton
cares?
Benjamin
Yeah,
and
I didn't
Bobby
watch
Lashley versus
that.
R-Truth versus Akira Tozawa with ninjas. I'll start. I just spit on Minecraft when I saw that.
Exactly.
How the
Please.
hell were you on Minecraft and then taping the show, Jason? I don't get it.
Hey, that's me all the time. Every Monday.
Minecraft.
Yep. Josh.
I kind of like that they're putting the 24/7 title on Shelton Benjamin, but it's like every time they do this with the 24/7 title, it's that R-Truth holds the title for like this amount of seconds, and then 5 minutes later, somebody else holds the title, and then somebody else gets it. It's kind of like the Hardcore Championship, just with a little funnier twist. But really, Akira Tozawa, the freaking ninja jobber. Come on.
Damn right, jobber.
But Shelton Benjamin, I feel like they're gonna use Shelton Benjamin now since he's in that faction with MVP and Lashley. I feel like it's about time they use Shelton Benjamin since he came back. But if you're gonna put the 24/7 on somebody, just leave it on the Truth, please, because it's funnier with R-Truth. I mean, I always get a crack out of it when R-Truth is running around. It just brings a smile to my face.
At times.
We've seen this role for like a year now. Like R-Truth should be going for the U.S. title run this time, but Raw barely has the job of it. So what are you gonna do? Where the hell you go to have Drake Maverick back, man. You know, he just signed a contract. Don't have him as an indie darling.
I mean, I think as a whole, the 24/7 title is a failure because it's originally supposed to be a comedy thing, and now you make a match out of it. That like you just destroyed the whole purpose. You're defeating, the purpose of the title. And also, I don't know who had the idea for Akira Tozawa to be a ninja. I don't know if Bruce Pritchard is reading too many comic books or something, but that's got to go.
No,
Yeah,
I think we all know exactly who came up with that stupid gimmick. The
It's-
so-called genius, Vince.
Why not just retire
Vince,
the
what's
title?
wrong with your mind?
Retire the title. You know,
He said he always comes up with these dumb ideas for the Japanese wrestlers, like Shinsuke came up with the artist.
Honestly, just destroy that 24/7 belt.
There, yeah.
Get it.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, yeah.
Just retire the title if it doesn't make any sense anymore. Raw doesn't have a jobber division, so just retire the belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
since the only people that chase
Yeah.
after are the people who are stuck in catering all the time, it should be called the Catering Championship, not the 24/7 Championship.
Oh! Ow! Ow!
Ouch.
Think about it.
Gross.
Think about it. Every time you see the champion running away, it's always people that you never see on TV. They're always the people that are stuck in catering every damn week.
for sure.
Yeah, so there you go.
It's the
The
people who
Catering
finish
Championship.
Catering
People who
jobbers.
finished Titus's meal first that left, and they went to chase after the title.
Where the hell is that? He's in catering.
And plus, he's an ambassador for the company.
Another
I did
thing
not
I want to
know
get
this
to. One thing I
Alright,
want to get
guys.
to before the next match. I want everybody's opinion on this. I want everybody's opinion on Raw Underground. So we're gonna go around and share our opinions. So I'm gonna go first.
Yeah.
Wait, I haven't shared yet for the 24/7
Oh.
That
championship.
title match.
Go
Go
ahead,
for it.
Okay, this is a disaster. Why is Shelton Benjamin in this picture? Please give up a U.S. title. I'm just so pissed off. And also, MVP is an underrated talent. Bobby Lashley's an underrated talent. I feel like they should win the championships in the near future.
Yes.
I hate Akira Tozawa as a ninja. Like, that was like
Yeah.
the most questionable
Yeah.
gimmick ever. It was
I
bullshit.
I like the gimmick because the gimmick has character to it, and it makes me kind of like Akira too more. It's a stupid idea, but in a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice title there, Wyatt.
Yeah, come and get it.
You're on. You're on.
You're
I'll
on,
take that
man.
title from
Jump
you.
through the camera. I dare
So I'm gonna go first. So I want everybody's opinion on Raw Underground. That's what we saw when Shane McMahon was announced that he was returning on Twitter by WWE. So I want everybody's opinion on Raw Underground. I'll go first. We'll all go around in a circle here. So to me, I was kind of like, what the fuck is this? But it's actually kind of interesting. I'm kind of thinking this is all the Performance Center talents, kind of like in these aggressive style matches, kind of like it kind of reminded me of like when two people fight in like a club or a bar, or something like that. But I think like if it's gonna be the talent that you never see or you're building up in the Performance Center, why not give them a chance of 15 minutes of fame on the spotlight? So I have a feeling it could do well, but we'll have to see when it goes from there. So Kyle, what are your opinions on Raw Underground?
I have mixed feelings about it. On the first hand, I think it's a pretty decent idea. So I'm curious how they're going to go it. But really, what was the point of it? Tell me the story of why you're doing Raw Underground out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes. Like, I'm curious to see what some of these talent are going to do, especially that big guy they had that was like dominant during that. What was that guy's name?
Bubba Tunde. Bubba Tunde.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the big
I
guy.
didn't pay attention much to it.
And also, what was up with them bringing the Viking Raiders on that?
Also
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler.
I didn't see Dolph on there.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, we did because it was in the main event.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. My bad. So I'm curious to see where they go with it.
Let's see. AJ, what are your thoughts on Raw Underground?
I have mixed feelings too. I agree with Kyle, but I don't understand. It's like a rip-off of a like boxing match, but it's set for the octagon. It's like in a wrestling ring. But I have no idea. But I feel like it's a good idea too to build new talents. I feel like
hell yeah.
I feel like WWE should have new talents in the roster because they just released so many of those superstars on April. So they need some of those talents back and get those ratings up. And
Yeah, man.
and Shane McMahon, that's like a perfect idea for having Shane on TV. But thank God he is not having his best in the world gimmick, because that gimmick was ass.
Yeah, thank you, Lord.
Yeah, that was freaking torture.
And Vince is absolutely a genius for once.
What is my opinion on
For
this?
once, I'm always a genius.
Oh, shut up, Vince.
Shut up,
Alright, my
Vince.
opinion on this. Definitely Raw Underground is definitely like Vince Russo feeling drunk at a bar, but definitely I know a lot of people's favorite part of that is definitely probably the strippers dancing around, but
Yeah.
Oh.
How do they get away with that,
People
especially if the
felt
show is
offended about
PJ? How'd they get away
people
with that?
felt offended about that.
Yeah.
It's just that,
PG my ass.
But all I'm gonna tell you is I just say it's an idea from creative, but it'd be exciting to see Edge come back and prove how much he can still do and actually beat the fuck out of somebody. See Edge come back and actually beat the fuck out of somebody in Raw Underground. Like Edge would totally be excitement to have on that once he comes back from injury. But we'll take our time and see. But Raw Underground, it's just something new in case. But definitely good to have the strippers there, but not many people. Again, that
Strippers.
I'm a fan of, but it's not PG, and it looks like the TV 14 shit's coming back. But why is the product PG if you have the strippers?
That might come back.
As Jimmy said, strippers. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Strippers. Oh yeah, strippers.
All right,
Oh
so
yeah,
for me,
strippers.
All
so
right,
for
Yeah,
me,
well,
I'm gonna
go,
give my
William.
opinion. I started off with mixed feelings, but like in the first 2 minutes, I started hating it because if we're gonna see like a shoot fight, I could go watch Bloodsport replays. I could go watch UFC or something like that. There's no reason for this to be taking place on a wrestling show. Like at the end of the day, the only thing we want is a good wrestling show with like kind of what AEW is doing, what NXT used to do. But that's all we want, and they're just coming up with all these like random ideas. Like it's very simple, but this is like really not necessary.
Yeah. Anyways, for me, Raw Underground, I had mixed feelings about it, and then I thought it looked like some boxing shit at first.
Exactly. That's what I just said.
It kind of reminded
Yeah,
me
then-
of the
I started hating it and starting to like get interested in it, so I'm in the middle of that.
It kind of reminded me, I believe, of kind of like UFC and kind of like
Yeah,
independent wrestling
that's the
stuff.
stupid part. That's the stupid part. Like, it's a wrestling show, not boxing.
Exactly.
It's not MMA. It's not martial arts. It's professional
Alright,
wrestling.
I wish they did better with this.
The one
WWE
way I
doesn't
think
even know what they want to do anymore because the ratings are in ones now. Freaking ones. How about more, since you have Raw Underground, it could improve something, but if they don't want to do it, just have the ratings in zeros.
I mean, the one way I think this would
Yeah,
work.
I'll
it
watch
would be-
AEW Wednesdays.
The only thing I think this Raw Underground thing would work is if they somehow make this into a build for Lashley versus Lesnar. But I don't see them putting Lesnar in the Performance Center for SummerSlam. It's going to be like a 2-week build. I don't see it happening.
Me either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Alright, so shall we go to the next match?
Of course.
Alright, Shayna Baszler versus Sasha Banks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not too bad of a match. I think they had a promo before this,
Yeah.
Yeah, they
and like
did.
a challenge for SummerSlam. Was it?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Alright,
But-
I think
but-
Shayna challenged Bayley for the title, and then Bayley said, "Oh, if you can beat Sasha, you'll get a shot at the title."
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then later on, Asuka challenged Sasha at SummerSlam.
Alright, I'll start with Kyle for this match.
Yeah, that was alright. I'm just glad they're actually, putting Shayna on TV because, like I said, they've done pretty much nothing with her since they brought her up to the main roster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like,
I'm
agreed.
with you on that one.
That was a waste.
Yeah, like I said, we'll see where it goes.
Yep. William.
I feel like, yeah, I agree with Kyle. It's a nice way to put Shayna on TV. But if I'm not mistaken, because I actually didn't see the match, it was a fuck finish at the end, right?
It ended in no contest.
Yeah,
No
personally, I feel like
Oh.
these matches, like, too
I
big.
hate those type of ends. No contest is
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
hate
like
that.
something like Sasha versus Shayna Baszler, those are two probably of your top three, maybe top five women in the WWE. And I don't think like it's the same thing with Styles versus Riddle. You shouldn't be giving those matches away on weekly TV and then wasting it even more in a fuck finish. You should just save it for the pay per view when that eventually comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Wyatt, clown.
Words cannot describe how much I can't stand either Sasha or Bailey at this point. I know I said it earlier, but instead of watching them, I really during their match, all I was in the mood of doing was probably just eating cat litter and cat piss and cat shit out of a litter box.
Oh, ew, ew,
How
ew.
much
Damn it,
I
Wyatt.
can't stand them.
I'll never get that image out of my head. I could just picture him eating cat shit out of the litter box. That
Ah.
image will never leave my
God.
mind. Thanks, Wyatt.
Or knowing how much I want to get rid of this Sasha shirt because
Then why'd you
Sasha's
buy
there.
it in the first place?
I want to get rid of it for
Exactly.
free. Knowing how bad Sasha is, her merch should be sold for free.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I just want
mean,
to add
like,
one
I was
thing.
buying
You
the
call
merch if you
Raw
don't like
bad energy, Miss Banks, if you're married, but you call Raw bad energy. I'm not even gonna say it. You
Okay.
call Raw
Yeah.
bad energy after winning the tag titles with Bailey, but all I know is I'm gonna get a bunch of Sasha fans saying, "I'm reporting this video. You're offending my idol."
Well, unfortunately, one of those people that might be doing that is my GF.
I want to add one thing
Yeah.
though. I think this could this whole angle with these wrestlers could lead to something good because you can if Asuka beats Sasha, I think that's the thing they're going for at
Not gonna
SummerSlam.
happen.
She can defend against Shayna Baszler. Sasha could go feud with Bailey on SmackDown, and then with Sasha beats, I would assume that Sasha's gonna beat Bailey. My opinion is that they could actually extend this a little more, and what they could do is because I think there's reports that they're doing like another draft, so they can draft Bailey to Raw, then have her beat Asuka, and then those two would face off again at Survivor Series. So you can get two matches.
They
out of
won't
this.
break up because Sasha and Bailey are best friends in real life. They like to keep friends and relationships on the same brand for some reason. But I respect WWE does that.
Yeah, and because Sasha keeps bitching about the damn feud because she didn't want them to break up in the first place when they feuded the first time.
Called WrestleMania 35 could have been her last match. Just Sasha,
Yeah.
just stay on TV.
Like that was one of her complaints when she took her ball and went home for like 5 months.
Yeah.
I was very
so
excited for Sasha to turn heel, but guess what? You know what ended up? Beyond stale.
But I don't blame
Alright.
Sasha for leaving it. Like, she has a right to be upset. They wouldn't give her, a
quit.
decent title reign. They just kept putting the title on fucking Charlotte. I mean, if I was
Oh,
Sasha, I'd
God.
be upset too.
Vince's queen.
Why she's
Don't even-
I'll explain my thoughts. So
All right, Josh, you go.
Sasha,
all right.
overrated.
So here's the thing. Let's say this. So Shayna Baszler comes up to the main roster after being in the Royal Rumble. You could have had Shayna Baszler win the Royal Rumble instead of Charlotte Flair, because
Thank
you know
Yeah, I
Well,
did during the Rumble.
apparently-
I was stupid.
it
Well,
was
that was
stupid.
the original plan. That was the original plan for Shane to win. But then, like at the very last minute, literally during the show itself, Vince called the ref and say, "Nah, we're having Charlotte win."
And I feel like, since she was in NXT, she was dominant down there. Like you see the things she would do to have this talent. She would put you in a submission hold. One, you would tap out. That was it. She was
Oh,
dominant.
by the way, Vince, she did that without acting like a freaking vampire.
Yes, I'll get to that. But here's the thing. You have Shayna Baszler coming to the main
Yes,
roster,
yeah.
and you have her feud with Becky Lynch. You could have had Becky drop the title to Shayna Baszler instead
was
of
the
having
original
Becky
plan.
retain it at WrestleMania. I
Becky
would like
actually-
to see Shayna built up. I like to see her get a couple title reigns, and not have her treated like every other NXT talent that has come up. So
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Becky actually wanted that. That's the thing.
Becky
Yeah, I
wanted
read
to
that.
become a mama, but which I don't
Yeah.
blame her. You know, Becky
Yeah.
Lynch, very, very
And-
overrated talent.
And the thing I like about Becky is, I'm not gonna lie, we all know Becky Lynch is pregnant. She's not on TV right now. Hopefully
Right.
she'll come back. But I like what
Yeah.
Becky does. She cares about the talent that is getting built up, and she wants to see that talent become champions, future champions in the near time future. That's what I like about Becky, because she cares about the talent that is getting built up from NXT or hasn't even had a championship at all. So that's what I like about Becky's sportsmanship as not as a wrestler but as a person.
All right.
AJ,
People's throats.
Here's my thoughts about Shayna and Sasha. I feel like this match was very good, actually, in my opinion, but that finish was bullshit. Like, it was terrible. That should have been like, they could have gave Shayna Baszler a victory or something, and face like possibly Bailey at SummerSlam or something. Please,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and I hope during the draft she gets drafted to SmackDown because she deserves better, in my
I don't
opinion.
even
Like,
think they're even
most of these women's deserve more better too. Like, all these women's division that WWE has, they don't know how to do stuff with them.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
And
I-
actually,
and it was pretty bullshit that they ended it like that. It was bad.
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they didn't even like do something to each other. Wasn't it Asuka and Bailey or something like that was fighting on the outside? That was the thing that ended the match.
No, it was
Um,
Kyrie and Bailey. It was Kyrie and Bailey backstage after Asuka and Sasha fighting for the title, and Bailey cost Asuka the title last week.
No, I
Yeah.
know.
I
But
mean,
how did they do the fuck finish this week?
and in a no contest.
No
I know, but
contest.
isn't it because two other people were fighting on the outside? As far as I remember, I don't
Yes, it
remember.
was. Yeah, there were two people fighting on the outside that it was none of them were the competitors, and they just end the match out of nowhere because of
Exactly. So that doesn't make sense. Not only did
Yeah.
he end it in a fuck finish, he did it in a stupid way.
Yeah, and it wasn't fair. So next match.
next match,
I
Angelo
haven't done my
Dawkins.
video on Shane Baszler yet, but
What's up, Wyatt?
well, but I have to move my camera around because my phone's charging. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but
that. There you go.
totally, Shayna Baszler put the title on her. I know it's crazy when I say this, but Vince is all like, yeah, let's bury Shayna Baszler, god damn it. Every time
She doesn't have blonde hair. If she had blonde hair, she'd be shoved down your damn throats.
Every time
She had blonde hair.
Okay, next match, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, Angel Dawkins versus Angel Garza, and the winner was Angel Garza. I thought that match was actually a good match. Not too bad of a match. Yeah. I'm gonna start with William.
I mean, I really don't have any words for this other than why are you giving away your tag team title match for SummerSlam in 2 singles matches? Like, if that doesn't show that you just don't care about your product, I don't know what does. And not only that, I believe the Street Profits have already lost in the past couple weeks, and I think Andrade and Garza did the same, also lost in the past couple weeks. So I don't understand. Like, the tag team division as a whole is just a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are y'all good, Wyatt?
Yeah, I'm good. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm good, but yeah, you
Go.
always when a tag team title feud happens, you always put wrestlers in 2 singles matches, but
That happens.
Montez Ford,
I don't see the point to that though.
Montez Ford actually fainted and passed out in the ring as Bianca Belair and Zelina Vega got themselves into some issues backstage, but the Street Profits are pretty much the Walmart edition of Crime Time. I hate to say it. Even though
Oh, Josh is triggered now.
and Josh, no offense to you, buddy.
I know what you mean, but here's the thing. Okay.
Josh,
You
you go.
disrespect my boys, you have a problem. You're gonna get the
Oh,
smoke
and
if you
FYI,
disrespect.
for anyone who doesn't know, Josh is obsessed with the Street Profits. He has like every piece of their freaking merch. You name
damn
it,
right.
he has it.
And he
Damn
makes
right.
TikToks about it.
Damn right, you already know. They're my favorite tag team, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the reason why is because I've been a fan of them since NXT. As soon as I saw them, I'm like, damn, the two of the best talent I've seen. And I was like, and I'm like, when they come up to the main roster, I'm like, please give them a tag title opportunity. These guys are the future of the tag team division. And then a couple months go by, they come up to the main roster. And they win the Raw Tag Team titles in my hometown of New York. Well, Brooklyn. Well, they won it in Barclays. They won at the Barclays.
In my hometown.
In hometown of Brooklyn, New York. Well, New York to be exact. But the match itself was alright. I mean, I was kind of a little I was concerned about Montez Ford. I was like, what happened to Montez? Why is he laying in the ring all passed out? And then I figured he might have collapsed or something. And I was just hoping he was alright. Then, as you said, Wyatt, before that, Zelina Vega and Bianca Belair were fighting backstage. So I just feel like, have the Street Profits have the titles for a little bit longer and then drop it to somebody other than Angel Garza and Andrade, because these two are better off as singles competitors, not as a tag team.
I mean,
but overall, the match was decent.
I mean, the Street Profits have barely had any tag team title defenses, because in my opinion, they're more like, Raw barely has a tag division, so you have to keep the title.
And plus, they've barely been on TV since they won the titles.
They're the Brock Lesnar tag team.
Yeah.
I think you have to keep Andrade and Garza together. You have nobody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can make MVPs with the tag.
I mean, I like both of them. I like Garza and I like Andrade, but I feel like Andrade was better as a single star. But we can see what he can do. We can see what he can do in the tag team division. But
Let's see.
The next match is acquired.
No. Wait. We haven't got AJ's thoughts yet and Kyle's.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I gotta say that it was pretty good that Garza won this match, but I don't see him winning at SummerSlam. Definitely, I don't see Angel Garza or Andrade picking up the win at SummerSlam against Street Profits, of course. But I feel like they didn't have a longer reign. Like the Street Profits, they only had it for like I don't know what the exact reign, but almost like 100 days, and they should have at least a little longer, and drop it to a proper tag team. And I would just rather have Angel Garza and Andrade as the single stars. And Angel Garza has the potential to be the next Eddie Guerrero too, and Andrade as well. But
yeah, but he never will be.
No, because they can't lie and cheat and steal. Viva!
Oh yeah, no, but he has that Mexican background, but like
Eddie
I just don't see
but that don't mean nothing.
Right.
Yeah. I feel like these guys have the potential to be a great stars for the next, 10 years.
And I mean, AJ, I kind of agree with you. Garza is very talented. I actually enjoy watching his matches, and he's very good. Very, very talented in-ring competitor. I like his gimmick, like, they call him the ladies' man. You guys don't know Angel Garza's a ladies' man. So, but, in NXT, I watched him in the Cruiserweight division when he beat Leo Rush for the Cruiserweight title. I mean, I'm like, this guy is the future, but then they brought him up as kind of like Andrade's replacement for a while, and then I kind of like the idea when Andrade came back, and basically they put him in a tag team. I kind of like that transition.
They kept Garza on Raw.
Yeah.
El Latino, El Gata, baby.
I have a thunderstorm.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's thunderstorming over here too, so I apologize if you hear the noise in the background.
We got
El Latino, El Gata, baby.
Guys, don't mind that. It's just storming right here in Brooklyn.
It's okay because I got a tornado warning coming near my area.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
Careful.
God.
Yeah, well, be
Please
careful.
stay
Stay
safe, man. Please stay safe.
Angel Garza, my
Yeah.
opinion on Angel Garza, how is he a ladies' man? He can't cut a fucking promo, I don't see him cutting a fucking promo. All you see him is walking around smiling and trying to kiss a woman's hand. Like, that's not
All he does is
the way
flirt.
to count.
However, they need to change his gimmick because they ruined it the second they announced him getting married recently. They ruined it the second they announced that. So
You know what
change
I
the
want?
gimmick.
You want to know what I want?
What do you want, Wyatt?
I want him a jobber.
Hey, Vince, can you book him a jobber?
Oh, you want him as a
He's
jobber?
not that bad, buddy. I really don't want him. No offense to us fans. No offense.
Hey, Josh, is it storming up there in Queens?
Not really. It's just cloudy and rainy outside.
Yeah, you guys might have heard the thunder out there.
Oh yeah, I
turn
can
it
kind
over
of
here,
hear it
and it's
actually. It's
fucking up
not
my
raining in my
Wi-Fi,
area,
so
but
I
I
keep
can hear it.
freezing.
Yeah.
So
All right. Anyways.
next match.
Let's try to move on. Montez Ford versus Andrade, which ended in no contest.
After Montez Ford collapsed.
Just like what I just said.
As Josh would say, what a waste.
Yeah. What a waste.
Well, my thoughts about this match, it was not bad, but I'm still similar to Shayna and Sasha. That finisher is terrible. They should have at least Andrade won the match, without Montez being poisoned by an anonymous guy or something. But oh my God, I just hope Montez is okay after that poisonous.
I'm sure
Raw.
he doesn't have the beer virus, AJ, but guess what?
No, he doesn't.
I-
No. He got poisoned from his cup because I feel like somebody put something poison on his cup and he might have drank it during Angelo Dawkins' match and then he collapsed on the announce table and then Dawkins was like checking on him as a personal friend and well wishes to Montez Ford. Please,
Hopefully he's alright.
hopefully he's gonna be alright.
Safe recovery.
Send your prayers,
But,
guys.
Yeah, well,
One like
since they're
equals
yeah,
one prayer for Montez Ford.
Kyle, go for it, bro.
AJ,
since they're making a big deal about
Hold on,
Montez
Wyatt.
like fainting or whatever, it's probably gonna play into the finish at SummerSlam, somehow.
Maybe.
They're
Yeah.
probably gonna mention it. And they're probably gonna sell it or something like that. So it's probably gonna play
Yeah.
into the finish.
Probably not. I doubt it, Kyle. I don't agree with that.
Well, they do this crap all the time, so it would not surprise me if it played into the finish. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Alright,
We shall
I
see.
do agree. It was pointless to have singles matches. I mean, really,
Yeah. Really.
whatever.
Wyatt, go for it, bro.
yeah,
Really?
I really didn't actually pay attention to the match myself, but I was busy doing something. I was taking a big piss, so I really didn't pay much attention to the match. But I thought
so that way it doesn't burn when you pee.
I thought Montez just squealed too much because Montez squeals a lot. I thought Montez squealed so much his helium got so bad and it made him collapse.
Maybe it's that. Maybe
that is AJ. Because I never pay attention because when the Street Profits music hits, we want the smoke. Maybe they had too much of the smoke.
You read my mind.
Hopefully-
Yeah, you had too much of the
Hopefully
smoke.
the hacker find out the truth of that. When
The
Montez
hacker's on
got
SmackDown.
poisoned. No, but like, what if the hacker comes to Raw and all that?
Raw hacker?
Yeah,
I think
maybe.
I think the hacker is actually after Sonya Deville because you remember when Sonya was throwing Mandy around, you seen the TV
Yes,
blip.
yes.
The hacker's after
Yes.
Sonya, so the hacker might be Ronda Rousey, and then the UFC fighters have a good rivalry, but I really don't see it happening because Ronda Rousey doesn't want to come back to WWE.
No, not ever.
No, she never wants
No.
to come back, which I don't blame her at this point.
Yeah, me either.
I would say just release her from her damn contract already if she doesn't want to come back.
Her
I mean, that
contract
whole thing could have been a work.
Yeah.
Because she's under contract for like another 6 years or something.
I'll discuss my thoughts on Montez and
Yeah.
Andrade. The match could have been better if Montez Ford. I know when he collapsed, it was kind of unexpected. You didn't see that coming.
I
But
didn't see that coming.
I was just kind of
concerned.
scared. I was kind of like, why is he laying down in the ring and like he's laying like this with his
I
eyes
knew you-
open? But like I kind of got nervous. I'm like, is he all right? I'm like, what the hell happened? And then I saw backstage that Montez, Bianca Belair was backstage checking on him in the trainer's room. So I could have just hoped the match could have been better if that incident didn't take place.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But overall, we want the smoke. We want the smoke. That's it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty, William. You go for it, bro.
I think that I didn't really care for this too much, like Wyatt, but I think that although they kind of ruined the Street Profits run like so far, like they've been having them play basketball, axe throw, and whatever. I think they can kind of. I don't know where this leads, but with this thing with being poison, like if they can find a way to turn this into something positive, they might be able to save the Street Profits title run. I think all four competitors that are going to be in the SummerSlam match are good. So if they're given the time, I think they can make something good out of it.
Like, in my opinion, myself, maybe you could put the U.S. title on MVP or Bobby Lashley and put the tag titles on Benjamin, or whoever's not the U.S. champ, because maybe you could get that team in the tag division because, Raw doesn't really have a big heel tag team besides the Andrade and Garza. All Raw really has for the tag division. Who do you got? Street Profits, the Viking Raiders, Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode doesn't count right now because Robert Roode lives in Canada. He's quarantined. But you have Andrade and Garza. You have the AOP, who's not even on TV. I don't know if Rollins and Murphy counts, but you really don't have any tag teams.
True. I mean, at least bring some guys up from NXT, like some of the tag teams in NXT you could bring up. Like, I'm not too sure.
MVP was supposed to do a thing with Brendan Vink and Shane Thorne, whoever the fuck those jobbers are.
Who the fuck is Brendan Vink?
Never worked. It never worked.
Shane Thorne went back to NXT because he was on NXT last Wednesday.
Yeah,
who the fuck is Brendan Vink? My God.
Someone.
So before we get into the next match,
well, I think there's no matches from what I've seen on what I'm writing down.
So
that's
everybody. So if you guys did not see this on Monday, there were 5 masked men they set fire to.
Yeah, this is the new
they
faction.
said there's gonna be a faction coming.
Yeah, this is the new faction.
Yeah. So who do you think could be under those masks? Could it be?
I know
NXT
you're interested
talent?
in this.
So do you think it's NXT talent? Do you think it's 2 guys from the mid card? Who do you guys think this is? Because this could be a great way to build some stars up.
Nexus.
No.
Nexus.
No.
I
don't
think it's Nexus because apparently there's like 2 girls in the group.
Barrett said he doesn't want to come back, and Slather's with Impact. Gabriel's with ROH.
You don't have to do it, Adam. At least bring a few members from the group. You could have made like Shane McMahon the captain or something.
Wasn't the faction name revealed earlier today or something?
But the group's called Retribution.
What's the name? I forgot already.
Retribution.
I just think it's some people made their debuts. I think. I don't know.
I think that the people that will probably consist of Ricochet, Cedric Alexander, Tommaso Ciampa, because Ciampa's done with NXT, I think.
No, keep Ciampa in NXT. He don't need to be
I'm not saying I want
Vince, if you call him up, don't treat him like a jobber.
But Ciampa already said he's gonna retire if he gets called up.
No. But the thing is, Ciampa said he was going to retire because he doesn't want to be on Raw because of the schedule. But right now they all
because of his history of neck injuries.
And I don't want Ciampa on Raw. Don't get me wrong.
Because Vince treating people like jobbers.
Ciampa pissed me off.
And I think the other one's Dijakovic.
I'm going to tell you, don't bring up Ciampa around me anymore because he called my Idols matches boring.
Jeff Hardy?
No, Randy. You called my Idols matches boring, buddy. Take a look back of his Legend Code days. Don't change your mind.
Exactly. Randy Orton's a legend. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Like, I want to see Orton versus Ciampa. I want to see just Orton just give him an RKO and that's it. Like.
Yeah, but I'll be asleep during that match if that happened.
Don't go nowhere near the main roster. But I don't hate Ciampa, but man, like, just stay in NXT. People love this. Keep Johnny Gargano there. Hopefully he never gets called up, but hopefully they could call up like Keith Lee and Karrion Kross in the future. But I don't know why I'm talking about
Karrion Kross would definitely work for the main roster.
Thank you.
But Keith Lee doesn't. I don't think Keith Lee's gonna work.
No,
they're just gonna be jobbers.
Yeah, Vince is gonna get tired of Keith Lee in under 2 months. Guarantee you. Just like
he's the NXT champion right now, and also we're gonna crown a new North American champion at some point. So we're gonna get into that later on in the episode.
It won't be Dexter Lumis, which he could have been a great mystery.
It's gonna be Damian Priest, in my opinion.
Hell yeah! Shit. Hell yes!
Yes!
Josh, I thought you hated Damian Priest.
No, not anymore.
I said that on a podcast episode.
Not anymore.
Yeah, he did. Like when me and him first started talking, whatever, he goes, I hate Damian Priest. Like he'd always call me out every time I would say how much I love Damian Priest. He goes, I don't know why you love Damian Priest. Like I freaking hate him or whatever. And now he loves him.
Jason, talk about the McIntyre and Orton face to face. We haven't even talked about.
Oh yeah,
that was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's talk
that was
about that.
Cool.
I'm going to Claymore your head off.
Yeah, I thought that segment was really cool.
It was
Yeah,
really cool.
I mean,
I look
Very cool.
forward to those two having their match.
If you all know, I love Drew McIntyre. He's
Me
my
too.
favorite wrestler on the main roster. I feel like ever since Drew came back, like I feel like they're gonna probably make him win the Royal Rumble at some point. And like, if you guys watched the Royal Rumble, if you guys were like last January, everyone was like, "Oh, Drew's gonna win it. Drew's gonna win." Everybody was predicting Drew McIntyre because every Royal Rumble, they predict somebody who's gonna win and be the top guy at Mania. Like in
talking about the
2018.
Rumble, I had no. Drew McIntyre was the favorite. I had no idea. Thought Drew McIntyre was gonna win the match. Like, I didn't want Drew to win because once you build him up, he wins the belt, and fans are like, oh, I hate him. He sucks. Take the belt off.
Yeah, fans are never happy.
I mean,
They're like, yeah, let's
That's
have win the
why
title.
I
And it's
wanted
like,
Brock Lesnar to win the Rumble so badly. Like, you need that Brock Lesnar win because if you have Drew McIntyre win, I was wrong from saying that. Like, if you had Drew McIntyre win, you were gonna have the fans turn on him after WrestleMania.
So here's
But,
the thing.
yeah,
the
he's
Rumble's
right.
good.
He's right. He's right. The second he won that title, everybody's like, take the title off from me. He's burying the challenge. You take the title off of him. They said the same thing about Becky. The same thing about Becky last year. Same thing.
Here's the
Same
thing.
thing
Yeah,
Kobe
Kobe
Kingston, too.
Look at Roman. Look at Rollins.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Every year of the Royal Rumble, they predict the winner. Like in 2017 was Randy Orton. 2018 was
Randy
Shinsuke
Orton
Nakamura.
was not the favorite in 2017.
And
Randy
then
Orton was not the favorite in 2017. Goldberg
2019
the
was
favorite.
Seth Rollins, and then this year was Drew McIntyre. Like every year, there's gonna be
I
a
knew
prediction
Rollins was
who's gonna win and who's gonna face the champion or whatever at Mania. And Drew was the pick, and I had no problem with that. I actually wanted Drew to win because after a while, I became a bigger fan of him because whenever back in 2010 when he debuted, I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" I'm like,
2008.
Yeah, 2008. I'm like, "Who the fuck is this guy, Drew McIntyre?" I mean, he's a good performer and everything, but I'm like, I don't like him. I mean, I was a little kid, so I didn't know anything. But like after I saw him get built up in like other companies and he came back to NXT, I'm like, I like Drew McIntyre now. I like his attitude. And definitely with the Scottish Psychopath character, it's much better than Broken Dreams, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. But Drew McIntyre as well. As if anyone didn't know, people actually started hating on Rollins since he won the Rumble. Because
Well, that's-
Yeah, I
The-
saw
the
that.
That
problem-
was the
People
down.
hating on
That was
Rollins.
the
Yeah.
downfall.
The problem
Like,
with
I knew
Rollins was
Rollins
that
was
he
gonna
never
win,
had a
but,
character. That was his only character was he's the Beast Slayer. Like ever since
Yeah, and the
2018, his character's only just been
Burn it
I'm a
down.
fighting champion, this and that. There's
Burn
nothing. There's nothing
it down.
behind that. There's no substance.
And now he calls himself the Monday Night Messiah.
all I'm going to
Oh.
tell you is, I know everyone's going to be happy when I say this, but I think I kind of like Rollins now.
Yeah, Rollins is much better now because he has a good character now.
Should we?
True.
Should we go? Let's talk about Dynamite.
Yeah.
What did Rollins do this past Monday on Raw? With him and Murphy again, with Dominic.
What? What happened?
Well, okay, so I'm going to go around. What was AJ's thoughts?
I think it was okay, but I think Dominic and Seth and SummerSlam. That's pretty. I think this is gonna be. I think Dominic's gonna have some time to train and be the next second generation superstar. I think he has a great future, but
Oh hell
I just-
yeah!
but I just don't know yet.
Yeah.
I don't know what he can do in the ring yet, but I don't know how is he gonna do with the Messiah. Oh my God, it's gonna be painful. I can already tell right now. I can see already his father watching, and it's gonna be like, no, please don't hurt my son, Seth.
As I look
Alright.
at my news, Rey Mysterio could be possibly signing another deal with WWE, but rumors are rumors. But
Hold on.
that could work.
We're
because-
not on news yet. Why?
I know.
Wait.
What I'm saying is, I'm just gonna put that in right now because I have other news to talk about. But Rey Mysterio is possibly gonna sign another deal, but this works because Rey's retirement match could be Dominic versus Mysterio. Like that's the perfect retirement match for Mysterio.
There is actually one thing I'm going to add to that later on, about the contract thing. There is one thing I'm going to add to that about that.
All right.
But let's talk about
So-
AEW.
So should we preview
Alright.
Dynamite?
Let's
Strong Diamond.
talk about that. Like, recap it. Alrighty, guys. So Dynamite took place this past Wednesday. It kicked off with the Dark Order, well, 2 members of the Dark Order, defeating the Young Bucks. I did this correct.
I think it was a 12-man tag. It was the
FTR,
Dark.
Yeah.
Kenny, and Hangman Page. Yeah, it was a 12-man tag. That was definitely an epic way to start off the show.
Definitely.
Great
That was
match.
good. Great
Great
match.
match. The Dark Order won.
I thought it was pretty
As
good.
they should have.
But when they had I believe it was Dax Harwood who got hurt. Like that was really good the way they had Kenny in the ring, because this is obviously going to turn into the heel turn for Kenny. And because no one was paying attention to him, he was just stuck in the ring getting his ass whooped for a little bit, and everyone else was just taking care of Dax Harwood. No one was paying attention to him.
Yeah. Like we said on earlier episodes of the podcast where we recap Dynamite and stuff like that, me and Kyle both have said this. Keep Kenny and Hangman as singles competitors, not in the
Exactly.
tag team division.
Exactly.
Because if you see Kenny Omega as a single star, fucking 5-star matches.
Exactly.
Yes.
Take a look
Yes.
take a look.
Good matches. He's
Yeah,
Well,
take a look
one of
at
the
his
best.
freaking matches in New Japan.
Yeah, but
Those
hold
were-
on. I think the thing is they need to wait and slowly build him up to be the cleaner again. Because the thing is, here, I'm just going to quickly just give my kind of opinion on how they should do it. I feel like, because Hangman and Kenny, they have to drop the titles at some point. So I think they dropped the titles to FTR. But I don't think Kenny should turn heel yet, because then they would have a little bit of tension. And then Hangman would beat Kenny, because I feel like Hangman needs the win to become a superstar. And then that's when Kenny turns heel because he's mad. And then they eventually Hangman's the champion, and then Kenny faces Hangman and ultimately beats him.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yep.
I feel
AJ.
like Alright, so I feel like Dark Order actually deserves this win because they've been building like jobbers like ever since they debuted, and that's the point of the characters. But to go against some of the greatest tag teams, I feel like this is going to be a great start to their future on AEW wrestling. And I hope Kenny Omega turns heel after he loses the tag team titles, possibly to another debuting tag team, possibly.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
man.
Wyatt.
All I'm going to tell you is I know I said it last episode, Kyle says it too, but I really don't give a shit about AEW at this point, but there is superstars I do like. Kenny's not a guy I'm not a big fan of, but I do respect Kenny's sexuality. He's bisexual, but I'm totally excited about seeing the Revival come to AEW, because, they complain so much in WWE, complain for what they want. They're like male Sasha Banks. Their theme song should have been, "We complain hard, we bitch all night."
We
They were
job
doing
all
nothing,
night.
Allie, don't kill me if you're watching this.
It's
Allie,
shooting
don't
your ass.
take offense.
Don't kill me
Yeah.
after this. But it's true, the Revival actually did complain, but I'm actually happy for the Revival that they're actually going to go somewhere where they're going to be happy. But the Revival wasn't too bad of a tag team, but the Revival's
Yeah,
where
but there's
they're
nothing
at, but,
special about them though. No matter what the hell they're called.
FTR.
I know you hated with
I have a
passion.
hard time remembering their names in AEW.
Same.
That's why I still call them. That's why
Same.
But the Dark
Yeah, who-
Order, you have Luke Harper as Hillbilly Woken Matt Hardy. Just a bunch of other people
Brody
in that
Lee.
tag team. I really paid no attention to it. I
Yeah.
know I'm sounding weird when I'm saying this. I totally understand.
I don't watch AEW so much, so
You're an
I
NXT
just pay
guy,
attention to what
AJ.
you guys say.
AJ, how do
Alright.
you know these AEW wrestlers if you're an NXT guy?
Well, I just looked at the highlights basically, and I just look back and all that.
I mean, I'm an AEW guy on Wednesdays, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I've been watching it a lot lately, so I'm slowly turning into
Yeah.
a main AEW guy.
Well, one thing I want to get into before we get into our next match is whoever saw on Dynamite the segment between Sammy Guevara and our very own Matt Hardy. If you guys did not see
that was brutal.
Matt Hardy was
My
busted
God.
open. Matt Hardy
My
was
That
God.
was fucking
A
brutal.
million times better to WWE. My
Matt
God.
Hardy was busted open like a stuffed pig.
And
Yeah,
then
but
he
yeah, but
had,
Moxley
he
was
had
worse in the main event.
16 stitches on his head from that chair shot. He
Yeah.
has 16 stitches, which
I
is
have
unbelievable.
I have a picture of Matt Hardy on my laptop, and here's the damage.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
No,
Let me say, Josh,
god.
my
brutal.
camera's bad. But,
Yeah, but Moxley was worse later on. You know, in the main event, he was bleeding
Oh,
more
yeah.
heavy.
I got
Yeah.
3 words for everyone. Matt freaking Hardy.
Yes!
Okay, Paul Heyman.
Yes!
Paul
I like
Heyman.
that quote so much.
Yeah.
Next
Brock
match.
Lesnar. Sure. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You know, Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God. You know,
Alright.
Sammy's done some fucked up shit, but we're not gonna get into that. It's all been taken care of. He had to apologize 3 times though for this shit. 3 times he had to apologize, but Sasha, you know, she complained doing her shit on Twitter, but not getting into that. But I
Can we
never
move on?
expected Sammy to put Matt through that table, but I know I'm weird when I'm saying this. I love to see bloody moments. And people now in the day, your fans are like, "Oh, Wyatt, you're weird. You like blood?" I'm like, blood's awesome. Wrestling's about freaking blood.
Exactly.
Blood.
Alrighty, next match. Let's do it.
Bam, bam, best friends. Defeated Proud and Powerful Santana and Ortiz, and another good match. Best friends picks up the win. Proud and Powerful. We have to give credit to them for the awesome performance they put on, like with best friends.
With the best friends.
Yeah, Josh, you go for it.
Best friends, definitely one of my favorite tag teams in AEW.
They're one of the top teams.
They're definitely in my top percentage, if you could say, my top tag teams to become the tag champions. Those two, I mean, as you all know, Private Party are my favorite tag team in AEW. But best friends, I mean, look at the Chucky and Trent. Come on, how could you not put the titles on these guys? I mean, these guys are the best tag team going right now. I mean, you got guys like FTR, the Young Bucks. I mean, the Young Bucks are the best tag team in the world as usual.
No. Nope.
But
What?
How are they the best tag team in the world where they haven't made it to the most popular, the best wrestling company ever? WWE.
They've been running tag team wrestling
They're
for the
not
past
the
like
best
5
tag team in
years.
the world. They're not even in WWE. They haven't even came to WWE. I don't know what makes them the best tag team in the world. But it's my opinion. But
5
rest in peace,
Stars.
5 stars.
They don't need to go
It's
to
not
WWE to
about
prove that
5-star
they're the best in the
matches.
world.
It really isn't.
Yeah, 5 stars. 5 stars.
5 stars. 5 stars.
I'm gonna put that on a
Alright.
T-shirt for the Crash and Burn merch. 5 stars.
Alright.
Yeah, let's
Alright.
put that on the store.
William, you go for it.
We're talking about best friends versus Santana. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I think
so you can give it
I
something
think
else.
it's obviously going to something more with the best friends in the inner circle. They obviously had I think best friends won by roll up, and Santana Ortiz went out and destroyed Trent's mom's car. So I think they're both two great teams that haven't kind of reached their peak yet in AEW. So I think extending this a little bit is like a good thing to give both teams something to do on TV.
Yeah, true.
True.
Kyle, you go for it.
That was a decent match. So I kind of wish that that Santana and Ortiz would have won this match, because I think they should be the ones going somewhere, not best friends, because they're not really doing anything with them right now. So I thought that victory was kind of pointless.
Yeah. Well,
But
AJ.
I still really liked the match. I thought it was a pretty good match either way.
Yeah. AJ.
I feel like best friends deserve this win, but I feel like Proud and Powerful could be a good tag team. Like I said earlier, a good tag team to take off the titles of Kenny Omega and Hangman Page and have a decent run on it. But I would like to have best friends have another title shot and in the future, and I feel like best friends deserves this win.
So I had to transition headphones because my phone was about to die, so I had to transition.
Okay.
I just need to ask everyone a specific question.
Well,
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, you go for it.
What's the darn difference between the Private Party and the Street Profits if they have different names?
Oh.
Why? You go for it. You share your thoughts.
I share my thoughts in a tag me match. I said give it to somebody. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Well, Private Party is kind of like the TV14 version of the Street Profit.
Anyways, shall I just jump to the next match?
Yeah, let's talk about the
Yes.
big tag team match. That was the highlight.
Matt Cardona and Cody defeated Alex Reynolds and John Silver of the Dark Order. What a debut by Matt Cardona. Let's give a round of applause.
Don't know what the fuck is going on.
I know me and Kyle are big fans of the Major WF pod. Matt Cardona.
I'm also a fan too.
Yeah.
I'm
Me
a fan.
3, me 4, no, me 4. But guess what? If anyone's happy for Zack Ryder officially signing to AEW,
Yeah.
you
know it.
Bro.
But if you're watching this, Matt Cardona, if you want to come on our podcast, let us know.
Yeah, we would really be honored
That's right,
to do
come
that.
on, broski.
I'm
Alright,
very excited about having
what a debut.
What a debut.
William.
What a freaking
Yeah.
debut.
I think that Matt Cardona, Cody, they're probably gonna do something more in the future. I forgot how exactly the match ended. Was there anything after the finish, or was it just it finished and it ended?
It was just a finish and ended.
Oh, okay. So we all expected Cody and Matt Cardona to win, but I hope that they do something with these two, like they get involved with each other, because they obviously have history. So if like they can go with one turning on the other, and then maybe Cody forms a stable or something. There's a lot of different directions they could go here, but I don't really know exactly how they're gonna do it. But I mean, I guess we're just gonna wait and see.
William, you want to know what they should name Zack and Cody Rhodes tag team?
What?
They should name it The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, only on Disney XD.
Oh, nice.
And how could they do that if he's calling himself Matt? So what is it, Matt and Cody?
Matt and Cody. That's what it is on the WWE, only
Okay.
on Disney XD. I know, I really am an asshole, people.
Okay.
Asshole.
Alrighty,
So-
Josh, you go.
So, man, I mean, I love Matt Cardona now that he's Matt Cardona, not as Zack Ryder, but I have officially claimed to be myself always ready. And, it's the next step in his career. I mean, he's been with WWE for 14 plus years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but, I mean, I feel like he could be a TNT champion. He can challenge Cody for the title. And, he looks in better shape. He looks fucking jacked.
Yeah, he's fucking jacked now.
He's fucking
got
awesome.
Mount
muscle.
Dew.
More like Zach.
Exactly.
Exactly, AJ.
Yeah.
If he wants to be
But
even more jacked, if he needs to be more jacked, he needs to get all jacked up on Mountain
Okay,
Dew. Best
Kyle,
movie ever.
you go.
Talladega
Oh,
Nights.
man.
That was classic.
That definitely has to go on the podcast funny moments. I gotta say that. I
yeah,
don't wanna
stay tuned
Yeah.
for
That needs to be on a fucking
funny
t-shirt. That needs
We're
to be
planning
on
on
a
doing our
fucking
funniest moments
t-shirt.
when we hit our 1 year anniversary.
Crashing Burgers coming soon, everybody.
Okay, who goes for it? Kyle. You go on this match.
All right, first of all, that was awesome. Now, first of all, I just say I don't really care for his theme song at the moment. It's kind of generic. So, who knows, maybe...
He's ready.
I don't know, it just sounded generic. Hopefully they give him something better, but what a freaking debut. Like I said, obviously he's fucking jacked, and I think he's gotten better in the ring, because I don't know what he's going to call his finisher nowadays, but I'm just going to say Rough Rider for now. But the way he hit that was definitely much better than the way he hit it in WWE. So he's definitely improving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
All
it
right,
looked freaking brutal when he hit that move in this match.
Yeah.
Yep.
and- yeah.
His
So,
theme
All right.
song will always be the best.
Okay, AJ.
I like
Hold on, Wyatt.
Oh,
Let it
damn it.
Wyatt. Hold on.
Girls I like.
Wyatt.
Gonna wear my pants real tight in the just that. They even stare at me. I swear into the mirror. I like the things I see.
okay then.
Think about my singing. I need to be in choir class. I really do.
Ah.
I need to sign up for choir, but I'm singing that song if I sign up for choir.
I did that in my audition for chorus. Yeah, my choir teacher was like, "Oh, sing something." I was like, "Oh, radio."
That's not a choir.
Oh my
I
god.
I did the whole
I can't
fucking
I
song.
gotta sign up for Ben's choir after this podcast.
Okay.
I'm signing up for Ben's choir.
All right, let's move on, people.
Yeah,
Moving on.
please.
Okay. SmackDown's on, but we're almost done with this.
Yeah.
Um,
So shall we preview SmackDown?
Wait.
Yeah,
I didn't go
before
yet. I didn't go
anything-
yet.
Okay, you go.
Go ahead, AJ.
Oh yeah, AJ.
I feel like this match is pretty good actually. I feel like Matt Cardona got really better in the ring than WWE because I feel like his WWE run was horrible. They ruined him like in 2011 when he got like wheelchaired by Kane on the entrance stage, which was a burial. Yeah. I'm glad to see Matt Cardona back in the ring and getting some more TV time. And I feel like he deserves this win after like 14 years in WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
How
on, I
did
just
Zack
want
Ryder get buried in 2011? He beat Dolph Ziggler. Allie, don't watch that match. He beat Dolph Ziggler for the United States Championship at TLC, which was my first wrestling event.
Well, that was before he got buried though. After he lost the U.S. title to Swagger.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
he
that was
got
in
buried after
2012.
Eve kicked him in
That
the
was in
nuts.
2012 when he got buried.
He got buried
Oh,
after Eve kicked him in the
Oh, I
nuts.
guess I had the wrong year. My bad.
Yeah.
AJ, just remember that.
Yeah, he got
buried
over in
after Eve kicked him
2011, then he
nuts.
got buried in 2012.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I think after the match, I just remembered, didn't Scorpio Sky like tap Cody's TNT title as he was walking out?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to know what you
yeah.
guys think about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, shall we jump to the main event? Well, before we go to the main event, let's talk about the debate that Cassidy and Jericho
Oh, yeah.
had. That was
Press
definitely
squeeze.
epic.
Uh,
That was the first time hearing Orange Cassidy talk.
He talked like an auctioneer, not gonna lie. I love Orange
Yeah,
Cassidy.
I love that
No
segment.
matter how Orange sits on me.
That was
Fucking get it
definitely
open.
funny and good.
Jericho's
I'll let
face
you go
while
first.
Orange
That
Cassidy was
segment
talking
definitely
was
shocked me. I thought it was
priceless.
gonna be cringeworthy, but
Why got the
hell out of it.
orange juice to support Cassidy?
Partially squeezed.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
William, you go.
Oh, don't tell me.
Oh,
Don't tell me it's
I
gonna
was
do what I
just
think it's
gonna
gonna
say,
do.
I think it was great because definitely the way Orange Cassidy did this whole thing.
Oh, come on.
Really, Wyatt?
freshly squeezed. Freshly squeezed.
Freshly squeezed.
Freshly
Freshly
squeezed.
squeezed.
Freshly
Fresh squeeze,
Oh
squeeze.
no!
Freshly
Fresh squeeze.
Bro,
Fresh squeeze,
damn it.
squeeze.
No, but I think when Orange Cassidy first spoke, it was like absolutely hilarious when Jericho just like stared at him with his like mouth wide open, and then at the end when Orange Cassidy actually turned it a little bit serious, because I feel like that's what a lot of other wrestlers do wrong, like a Kofi Kingston or something like that, because they're always happy and they don't know when to put on a serious face, which Orange Cassidy was showing us, and I think their match is next week, I believe, so I think that Orange Cassidy kind of has to win here because, like, if he loses twice, it makes him look bad, and I feel like this could be the win that kind of propels him to the next level.
Okay, yeah.
Alright.
Wyatt, you share your thoughts on that segment.
I thought Arn. Oh wait, my thoughts.
Wyatt, really?
Come on.
Oh, really, Wyatt?
That was my thoughts. Seriously, that was my thoughts. Chris Jericho isn't the same. Chris Jericho isn't in the best shape. At least he can still talk on the mic. Like, I'm not a big fan of Jericho at my time, but I'm more into Chris Jericho at the back of the time. But I couldn't really pay attention to it because I don't know. Orange Cassidy actually could do stuff on the mic. Like, I expected Orange Cassidy to talk like an auctioneer during the segment. Like, I
think he talked like a little bass.
He talked like an auctioneer. But I really thought it wasn't too bad. You know, he had Eric Bischoff, like one of the greatest general managers of all time. People today are thinking like Kurt Angle and Pace are the best managers. Dude, look at Eric Bischoff. He was one of the reasons. That was when Raw was freaking amazing.
Yes.
Eric Bischoff was a freaking jackass.
Yes.
Eric Bischoff knew how to do his damn job.
And hopefully he had signed by AEW, but
No, he said at some source that it was a one-time appearance, so he's not gonna sign a deal.
AJ, you share your thoughts on the segment.
WWE's still not gonna mention Eric Bischoff.
Thanks.
I was like, what am I getting myself
Or
into?
Zack Ryder.
Or Kurt Hawkins.
No.
AJ, you can go
Yeah.
share your thoughts, bro. You go.
I'm gonna share my thoughts. Okay. I feel like that was like the first time I ever saw Orange Cassidy speak on the mic. He was actually
Same
pretty good because I feel like and Jericho and Cassidy at the end it was so funny. I had to laugh my ass off like for that. Yeah.
Like you're laughing your ass
and
off
I
right
was
now.
pretty shocked too. Like he knew all the stuff. I was like impressed, and Jericho was even shocked when he said that.
Even
Yeah.
Bischoff,
Alright.
like, the look on his face was priceless.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
"Ooh."
Josh, go for it.
Okay. My thoughts, I fucking loved it. That's all.
You were
I
just
fucking loved
shocked.
it. I fucking loved it. It was great. Orange Cassidy, you know I met the guy twice at 2 indie shows. Dude is awesome. So, I can see a lot of potential in him.
Yeah, me too.
Big
Let's
Swole
move on to
versus Reba,
NXT.
That was a squash match.
We gotta get
Big
ready
Swole
to
versus Reba.
review SmackDown, right?
We have to
Alright, well,
go over NXT though, right?
Also, screw NXT. I didn't watch it anyways. Screw NXT.
Nobody
I
here
didn't
watches
watch it
NXT. AJ, just give your opinion on the show. How about that? AJ,
Just
give your
go.
opinion.
Just go.
All right. I
your
think the show was not too bad because they are building more storylines with Io and Dakota, which is gonna be a good match for NXT Takeover 30. And during the main event, McAfee and Adam Cole had a little face-off, and then during
They booked
the NXT Tag Team Title match, it was
Yeah,
Imperium versus
Undisputed
Undisputed.
Imperium.
Yeah, and then during the match, Adam Cole came out, and after McAfee talked shit about him, it was like he was like pissed off like when he said shit about him. But
Yeah.
I feel like, and then after that, after the NXT Tag Team Title match ended, McAfee and Adam Cole had a little brawl, but they had to break it up. But I feel like
McAfee-
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah, McAfee
And then-
knocked Cole out.
yes, and then he knocked Adam Cole with a punt kick, which was a rip off of Randy Orton's move. But then he was like this is unprofessional, this in this place and all that. Yeah.
Asshole.
And then Triple H came out the next morning on ESPN and told McAfee that he wants to challenge McAfee to face Adam Cole and NXT Takeover 30. And then McAfee and McAfee accepted it on his live stream. And we are gonna get McAfee and Adam Cole on NXT Takeover 30, which it's probably gonna be a squash match because how do you take 2 weeks to train in the Performance Center? My God.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is clearly another Vince McMahon idea to put Pat McAfee on NXT.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got celebrities in the shit, right?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
I think we might
All right.
have to.
SmackDown time.
SmackDown.
SmackDown.
Good time.
I mean, right now
Shall we-
it's actually 13%.
Let's give
grade.
wrestling news for right now, for today,
Yeah.
I guess.
No, let's talk about
Yeah.
SmackDown because
All right.
we could talk last week on SmackDown.
No.
you know,
Why? Let's
What?
preview SmackDown for today's episode.
One
Why?
thing about SmackDown about last week, I know the Fiend shoving his finger down Alexa's throat. I know that was creepy and embarrassing, but I know probably SpongeBob was looking at the TV like, and then once Gary invaded, he was like, Gary!
Oh my God, Josh!
Ah, God damn it, I love you, Wyatt.
Oh my god.
Fiend shoving. You got the Fiend
Or he can do what he does.
Damn it, I love you, Wyatt. That was close.
If you guys don't know,
Shit, my camera.
Alright, let's preview SmackDown.
I'm being serious. It was probably like that.
Yeah, I can agree. Alright, I can take it from here, Jason. I'll give you a little break to. I'll take it from here, guys. So you have SmackDown.
Alright, Josh, you go for it.
So yeah, we're gonna preview SmackDown tonight. It seems like a pretty stacked show.
And SmackDown's on right now, actually. As
Ah, shit.
So,
Guess what? We got time to talk.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Let's keep the train moving and moving and moving.
We're almost done anyways, guys, right?
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Who cares about Snooze Fest?
So we
I
have
don't.
Bray Wyatt heads back to the Firefly Funhouse after his attack on Alexa Bliss. Now, let me ask you all a question here. What do you think Bray Wyatt has to say?
What do you think that Bray Wyatt have to say about
Yeah,
this?
so we'll go around in circles. So I'll go first. I'm thinking he's gonna say the Fiend is gonna be unleashed and maybe fight Alexa Bliss in a match. Probably not gonna happen, but we'll see what he has to say.
Yeah.
Kyle, what do you think?
First of all, I love that segment last week. That was freaking awesome. But honestly, I really don't give a shit what he's gonna say though. But hopefully at least it's something good, and hopefully hopefully he does what you just said. The Fiend's back, and just do something with the Fiend.
And the Fiend has taken over our
Oh,
podcast.
come on, Wyatt.
I still can't get it. I'm sorry, people.
Alright, guys, we have an announcement right now.
I
We have
can't
named
stop laughing.
Wyatt the clown of this podcast.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I still can't get over from what I said. Dudley SpongeBob had to change that channel last week after carrying me out. Gary!
What has this episode become?
So,
What has this episode become?
Fucking SpongeBob.
AJ, William, you guys are having a blast on your debuts here.
Yes, I am. Thank you,
Yep.
Jason. I'm really honored. But can we get to the wrestling news? Or
We're gonna skip it for this week.
Jeff Hardy's fighting King
SmackDown's on right
Corbin
now.
and Matt Riddle's fighting Sheamus. Definitely excited. I don't know why you're having Jeff versus the King, but Corbin is the King. But Jeff should be fighting someone else.
And the match
oh hell, King Corbin.
As we're recording, the match that's on right now is Matt Riddle versus Sheamus. So
yes.
who's gonna win, guys?
I
don't know.
think Matt Riddle should have taken this.
I'm going with Riddle.
I'm going with Riddle too.
I'm going
Bro.
Bro.
I think it's gonna be Riddle, but I do think they booked themselves into a corner here because I don't think Sheamus should be losing.
Thankfully, it's not 420.
What about Jeff Hardy and King Corbin? Who do you got for this match? I know Kyle's
Jeff.
gonna pick his childhood hero.
Jeff Hardy, guys, it's obvious.
Jeff Hardy, baby.
Hardy. Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. AJ, who you got? Jeff Hardy? I see that answer.
I got Jeff Hardy. Yes.
All right, so everybody, I want you to know your opinion on this. So we had the dirt sheet tonight with Sonya Deville, and I want you guys' opinion on this. What do you think is going to go down? Do you think they're going to have another match with Mandy and Sonya, or do you think something else might change up?
Hair versus
I
hair
think-
at SummerSlam.
Hair versus.
Yes.
Are you kidding me, Wyatt?
Here's the thing, though. I don't think. It's
Yeah, the only hair that's being shaved off is the hair on their cooters.
Oh!
Is it
did you just say
Mute this
that?
right now.
Come
Please
on,
mute it.
Kyle.
This isn't sex education.
No, but I don't think it's gonna be hair versus hair because the thing is, Sonya would have to win, right? I'm assuming. But Vince has too much of a fetish for blondes to let Mandy Rose get her head shaved, so I don't think that's happening.
Come on, man. I know sex is great, but why cut Mandy's hair?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
What has this episode become?
Yeah,
Exactly.
What else is
It
going
has
on?
become
before
the
I get
Crash
to
and Burn
wrestling
comedy
news? People
session.
definitely want me to talk about
Yeah. This episode is the comedy episode.
it. No, I think last week won, but it's a tie. But are we on the wrestling news?
No,
Yes,
we're
No, we're
hey,
skipping
guys, we're
this.
skipping that for this week.
Yeah.
No, I have some. I
We
have
shouldn't
some.
waste much time.
Oh, okay, but
We got next week. We always got next week for wrestling news.
We almost got next week, guys.
Yeah, I got some big for
Austin
next
Theory
week.
Suspended,
Yeah,
The
me
Rock
too.
died XFL, and Edge and Daniel Bryan are executive vice presidents for their respective brands. But that is all I've got for wrestling news with my peeps. Now, I guess say to the outros.
Yes,
Let's go. I'll start.
Let's go.
Yes, I'll start. Thank you all so
Yeah.
much for checking out this funny, hilarious episode of Crash and Burn. This must be the funniest one we've done and the most fun we've
No,
had on
last
here.
week won that one.
Yeah, and last week too. I mean, we always have a lot of good times on here. Good laughs, good memories.
Always.
always, man, always.
Thank you, Wyatt. Thank you, Josh, Kyle, William, AJ for coming on. Yeah, guys, check out next week's episode and yeah, that's all I have to say. Follow me at WrestlingFanky15 on
Woo, sweet.
Instagram. Josh, you go for it.
Alright, guys. Thanks you guys so much for watching this week's episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. We hope you guys enjoyed the comedy and a lot of the stuff we went down. This is going to be one of our longest episodes yet, as much as last week's was. But you guys can follow the podcast on Instagram at Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. You guys can follow us on Twitter at Crash and Burn Pod. You guys can join our Discord server. Yes, we have a Discord server.
Yes.
And
I
big
always hang out
announcement.
there.
Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Rockstar channel, which
Yes,
has
sir.
149
We're
subscribers.
gonna leave all
make
the
sure you-
Link down below.
Right now.
And also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as Kyle's and AJ's. Link will be down below. You already know the drill. And also, guys, we have a big
hit that
announcement.
bell.
And if you want to know what the big announcement is, we have merch coming soon, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah!
Right?
Yeah!
Once our podcast is growing enough, and yeah, time to get
All right,
that.
you want me to do my outro?
Go ahead.
After Kyle.
No!
And
No!
make sure you guys follow me on Instagram at Josh's Toy Show. Follow my edits.
Why you go last?
If you need an edit, hit me up as usual. And also, follow your boy on Twitch. Join the Assassin's Empire. Otherwise, I will hunt you down like a dog.
Where he plays Fortnite.
Sorry, join the cutthroat era.
Otherwise, I will hunt you down. Just kidding.
Kyle,
Alright,
go.
thanks for watching. AJ, over to you, my man.
Alright.
No, Kyle.
Oh, Kyle.
All right, thanks for watching. All right, everybody, thanks for watching for another fire episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. As always, keep in touch with us on our Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast Instagram page. Follow me on Instagram at Rock and Roll for Reviews, as well as follow my singing page, Shy Shadow 23. I got a lot more covers coming very soon. Also, as usual, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Links down in the description. Special thanks to William and AJ for being on the show. You guys are welcome anytime. It was a blast.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully, you'll be on the podcast soon.
Yeah.
see
And
you guys next
thank
time.
you guys for watching the Crash and Burn Wrestling
Yes.
Podcast, including your boy. I'm very excited what's gonna come for the future, and I will always be too sweet. All right, guys.
All right, William.
William, let's go.
Thank you guys for watching. You guys can follow my YouTube channel as well. I got my own. I do my own wrestling videos over on there. I guess we can link that down in the description
Link
as well.
down description.
For what?
Uh,
Sure, man.
And I guess the only thing I'm going to be thinking about for the rest of the night is probably Wyatt saying Gary.
Yeah, this was a hilarious episode.
Yeah,
That's going to be stuck in my head all
favorite
night.
moment of the podcast ever.
I'll make the meme later, guys. Keep in touch.
Please
All right.
do
Yeah.
and send it to me.
Wyatt, say what you gotta say. Plug yourself.
All right,
Do what you gotta
thank
do.
you all for having put up with me for over an hour now. William, I'm glad you came on. It was very nice meeting you. AJ, pleasure as well. Please go
Thank you,
follow
Wyatt.
every single one of these guys here, and especially follow all the other members. The usernames for all social media platforms are down in the description. Also, shout out to my boys NC and JC at Technical Work Rate Productions. Also, I want to deliver a special shout out to the Pro Wrestling Corner podcast and my good Scottish buddy Morven. You can go follow her on Instagram
Yes,
at
sir.
daily_wrestlingx.
Yes, Morven.
Also,
Follow Morven, everybody. You already know.
also
The
go
good friend
follow
of
my
me and
boys
Wyatt.
at the Tuck Your Chin podcast. Go follow
Oh,
them as well.
Steve.
Yeah!
Tuck your chin. Yeah.
Not finished.
We'd like to shout out.
I remember to
Um,
tuck your damn chin.
Also, keep wearing a mask before I have to put this one on you. Also, go follow my best friend, Allie, a.k.a. Mela X Dolph on
Aw,
Instagram and
Steve.
Twitter.
Yeah!
Get my
Yeah.
daddy Brock Lesnar on you.
Yeah, shout out to our
Or
good
else
buddy
Steve's
Allie.
going to come
Shout
in
out-
the room.
shout out
You
to
never
her.
know what he does.
Yeah, we'd like to shout out the members of Tuck Your Chin like Mike, Steve, our good friend Steve, who makes porn and sex jokes all the time.
Also, wear a damn mask if you want to go back to the show.
Julian,
Wear
Evan,
your
James,
mask.
Cassie, all you guys are awesome.
James, along with his wife Cassie, definitely awesome. I do a lot of good workouts with James.
Also,
guys.
the clown, Evan Van Donna.
Evan,
Shout out to him.
it burns when I pee.
Oh.
People are saying.
All right, Jason, do your outro, man.
I already did.
All right, I
Anyways,
guess that's it, guys. See you next week. for-
Bye,
for
guys.
the week
Bye, guys.
review.
See you
My
guys.
God.
Take care, stay safe, wear a damn mask.
Ready to bury all of my bones.